Yes, we are live now.
Begin.
Yes, yes.
Hello and a very good evening to the workshop series organized by MNET. MNET has put together a series of workshops for teachers and educators by leading experts in the field as part of ELT to explore some of the core competencies using innovative tools and techniques. My warm welcome to the speaker, Madam Paramjeet Kaur Dillon, and all the educators who have gathered from different parts of India and different corners of the world. Your participation ignites and motivates us to push for better planning. And what binds us is a passion, a common passion to be effective teachers, educators, and research scholars who constantly try to upgrade themselves as English language teacher. And moreover, it's great to have a fraternity of teachers in India and abroad who are always ready to collaborate and share their ideas, experiences, knowledge, and best expertise to help build this community of practice. I thank the speaker, Madam Paramjeet Kaur Dillon, who at one call agreed for this workshop. So without wasting much time, let me begin this session. The topic for today is promoting UNO Sustainable Development Goals in the school. Now, let me introduce this great personality. Ms. Paramjeet Kaur Dillon is working as a principal in Kamla Nehru Public School, Punjab, India since 1st December 2006. With 26 of years of experience as the principal she's in MSc, she's graduated in MSc Physics, B.Ed, gold medalist, well-traveled and well-versed, well-read, and has visited some 14 countries. She is globally validated master trainer on 21st century core skills by British Council UK and is British Council School Ambassador. She is also Microsoft Innovator, Educator, Trainer, and Fellow. As resource person of CBSC New Delhi, British Council validated master trainer and MIEE trainer trained 1200 plus educators all over India, initiated IT transformation in school, and is pioneer in mapping the entire school K-12 curriculum with United Nations 70 SDGs, that is Sustainable Development Goals. Represented Kamla Nehru Public School, India at the United Nations Trusteeship Council at United Nations Headquarters, New York on 9 July 2019 and participated in the event Education for Global Citizenship, Empowering Our Interconnected World. Participated in the Innovation in Sustainable Development Goals monitoring events. On the 17th of July 2019 at Ford Foundation, New York, USA. Presently, she holds the chair of SDG Edu Chaupal, education wing of SDG Chaupal, which is dedicated to support the national and state governments and institutions on advocacy and community engagement for SDG implementation in India. Now, in September 2015, all 193 member nations of United Nations adopted a plan for achieving a better future for all, laying out a path over the next 15 years to end extreme poverty, fight inequality and injustice, and protect our planet. At the heart of the Agenda 2030 are the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, which clearly define the world we want, applying to all nations and leaving no one behind. Ma'am will be discussing how her school is practicing preaching and promoting this SDGs in her school with explaining the importance of SDG in the real life. So, without wasting much time, I welcome ma'am once again, and I am wholeheartedly thankful to her because without any hesitation, without any this, she said yes, I will definitely. My work only is to train the teachers to bring awareness among them what has to be done, and I'm so thankful, ma'am, because you are there here today. So over to you, ma'am.
Um, Good evening, Renu, if you could share my slides, please. So good evening to all the beloved educators who are out there, so far yet so near, right in front of me on my screen. I'm so delighted at this collaboration which is happening today. All thanks to Renu, who actually was so inviting, and with all her smiles and all her warmth which was there, I had to say yes. And then at the top of it, I just love SDGs. And so for SDGs, it's always yes, 24 by 7. I'm always there for SDGs. So that's how I'm there with each one of you. I hope and pray that you just love today's session, because the teachers loving SDGs is important. If they love SDGs, I'm sure the children are going to love SDGs. So apart from teaching that social sciences and English and Hindi and Marathi and mathematics, for that reason, sciences, what is important is SDGs, all right? So apart from that, and along with that, we have to incorporate these SDGs in our curriculum. We have to link every lesson we are teaching, every day we are teaching, every subject we are teaching with SDGs. So I'm sure I'll be there to tell you about the journey. We started way back in 2015. So we breathe SDGs. We do everything which is SDGs. So I'm sure soon I'll be talking in depth about what we do in our school and how do we go about it. I'm just waiting for the screen to come alive with SDGs. I'm just waiting for that.
Should I share this screen, ma'am?
It will take some time. It's not there on my...
Should I share?
Yeah, please go ahead. I'm waiting.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking because I just want that SDGs. Wow, that's it. I just love those colors. So if you could have the, the...
Yes, yeah, I'll do it. Slideshow.
So, yeah, that's it. So here we are. It's all about promoting United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. These are your goals. These are my goals. These are everybody's goals. These are the goals we need to work for. These are the goals which are very, very dear to my heart, very, very dear to the heart of everybody who's there in Kamala Nehru Public School, the students, the teachers, my Sevadas, everybody knows what these SDGs are. How can we have it? How can we talk about it? How can we create awareness about these goals is what we're going to discuss. It's our responsibility when we want our children to do well in life, when we want to build a sustainable world for them, when we want that they should be happy in the years to come, when we want that the future need to be safe and sound and secure and build a sustainable world, then it's SDGs on which we need to focus. Yes. So this yes is for the next slide, please. So you can see these are the 17 SDGs I'm talking about. These are so colorful tiles which you see. So we have this no poverty. So you can see 1 to 17 over there, the numbers you can see, right? So the first goal is no poverty, all right? And the second is zero hunger. And what no poverty and zero hunger? It is that in this world, in all the countries around this world, in this global world, in this universal brotherhood, there should be no poverty. There should not be anybody who sleeps hungry. There should be hunger. Everybody should be keeping good health and well-being. So goal number 3 is good health. We understand the importance of good health presently these COVID times, when we say the immunity need to be strong, need to be good, you need to be healthy. So that's the importance of good health, especially now we have realized. And quality education is what's dear to all of us. It's known as the mother goal. If a child is educated, I'm sure he can work for all other goals. He'll have more awareness what good health is all about. He'll come to know how we can help the people who are hungry. And then comes gender equality. Gender equality is, pretty, when it comes to our country, somehow, we still need to make sure that the boys and girls are equal. Oh, for that reason, all genders are equal. And then we come to this clean water and sanitation. So ensure availability of sustainable management of water and sanitation for all. We still have challenges and issues when it comes to sanitation. And the seventh goal is it is affordable clean energy. So clean energy is, that wind energy which we can get it from the water, from the tide as such we can get the solar energy, all that is clean energy we talk about. And then coming to it is decent work and economic growth. So we understand what are the challenges we are facing right now with the jobs lost, work is not available, economy has gone down worldwide, how to come back, because of this COVID times. So you understand how these goals are linked. If the health is not good, even decent work and economic growth, that becomes a challenge as such. And then goal number 9 is industry, innovation and infrastructure, resilient infrastructure and promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization and foster innovation is all about goal number 9. And then comes reduce inequalities, differences because of caste, color, creed, all this, these are 17 goals in number, 17 things for which the entire world, every country, every person need to work for. And then comes goal number 11, that sustainable cities and communities make cities and human settlement inclusive, safe, and resilient and sustainable. It should be comfortable for everybody, even if somebody with special needs is there. For that person also, the cities should be comfortable. And then comes 12, and the goal number 12 is sustainable consumption and production. Remember the amount of waste we do it, we'll have 110 dresses. Why do we need 110 dresses? Our parents would say us so very often. I think we never understood what they actually meant. So that wasting so much of dresses and then not even wearing it and piling it up. Same goes for things, foods, materials we accumulate in our houses. So we should ensure sustainable consumption and product pattern, what is required, how much is required, why waste it, why not reuse it, recycle it, all those things come in when we talk about goal number 12. Coming to goal number 13, it's climate action. You know how terrible the climate is? Somewhere there'll be floods. Even in the summer, somewhere it might be snowing. There'll be cyclone elsewhere, left, right, everywhere. There'll be, the tides of the oceans would rise up. We'll have tsunamis. So many, and erratic weather. It becomes so hot and then becomes cold. So all this is, the change which is occurring in the climate because of the way we live, how we are treating nature and Mother Earth. So that's all about climate action. And then comes goal number 14, that's life below water. These fishes and all animals which are there down below the water, right? The amount of plastic we dump in our oceans and how these fishes and tortoise and other creatures living below water, how the problems they are facing, they get entangled in the fish nets which we leave around, the empty cans and everything which is thrown in our seas and rivers. So that's life below water. Conserve and sustainable oceans and seas, and make sure our oceans and seas are sustainable. And marine sources for sustainable development. Then comes life on land. We know that life on land is also a challenge for many of us because we keep on cutting up our forests. So the oxygen also, the trees are so helpful for us, and we go in for desertification. So all these things are challenging. So life on land is also important, 15. And then comes 16, goal number 16, which is peace, justice, and strong institutions. If there's peace, there'll be development. If there's development, the economic growth would be there. If there is economic growth, there'll be nobody hungry and no poverty would be there. See how these goals are linked as such. And goal number 17 is partnership for the goals. This is very, very important. So the effect of one goal is not limited to one area in a country, it is for the entire country. It is not limited to one country, it is for all the nations together. So these goals are linked amongst each other, and they're also linking all the countries together. So if one country works for these goals, we don't travel far. Every country need to work for these 17 goals. And today, I have benevolent, beloved teachers here, so many of us together who can change the scenario and work together for these 17 development goals. Leave no one behind is one thing which we need to keep focus on. Everybody needs to be taken for this journey of SDGs. Yes, please. Leave no one behind, I said. So when did we start with these goals? So these goals were set in the year 2015. And there are 17 sustainable development goals, and they were officially adopted by the United Nations and adopted by 193 countries. And even India has signed that we're going to work for these goals. And these goals are to be achieved by 2030. So just imagine we've got 10 years only to achieve these goals. So all of us need to work very hard. Now, what are these 169 targets? So every goal has some targets. And these 169 targets are there, and we need to achieve these goals. And for example, when it comes to this goal number 4, so we have this 4.7 target. So there are a number of targets which we need to achieve, and each target has further, we have indicators where we are, right? So the 4.7 target of goal number 4, quality education, says that the education which is imparted should be such that everybody knows what is sustainable development goal, what are human rights, what is peace. So there comes a role where we have to work for. And if I talk about all the targets, then it is also the quality of teachers, how the training session should be carried out. So all that, so that ultimately we can achieve goal number 4, that is quality education. All right. Yes. So mission statement, yes, we can go ahead. The mission statement is that this is a blueprint, and that's how we can go for sustainable development, which would be for people, planet, and prosperity of this world. Now I take you for a virtual tour to my school. Ladies and gentlemen, you have entered our school, and the moment you enter on the right-hand side, you see this big wall. This is that 25 feet SDG wall near the entrance of the school. Welcomes one and all with open arms. You can see all the goals, they're painted on that wall. And then we had the special picture so that, we could share it with everybody. See, today I'm sharing with you. So that's my boys and girls. And you can see those goals. This is a constant reminder to one and all that we need to work on SDGs. My children are aware, the wider community, the parents are aware, the visitors are aware that this school talks about SDGs and what are SDGs. Yes, please. And this is the school reception, right? Can you see the painting, the colored, columns, the colored columns which are there? And they're all the 17 colors. And normally this is where we welcome all visitors. And children, they sing the song, "Together we can change the world." It's not too late yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, we can change the world. It's not so late yet. And so you can see that. And the children are holding the placard, holding the SDGs. Everybody does it so very often. And there at the back, you can see some students' work, which put up small pictures. So this is our school reception. And yes, we can move ahead. And, this is localizing the global goals, community outreach. We have SDG days are celebrated. We have Mother's Day. Then also we have SDGs we keep on talking about. Can you see that on the top right, see we in Punjab, you can see the grandmother and the grandfather with a big SDG ring. Now this was a corner where everybody could have their selfies done. So this was a selfie corner. And then in between, you can see that, you know, the parents, the mothers, the elders, they are there on the stage. They're given these goals. That's the way we go about. And they're talking about what does, you know, peace, justice mean to a particular father, or what does zero hunger means to a particular mother. They all understand it. And you have to understand the background of our school. We are a school in a village. We cater for children, cater to children coming from 65 villages. And some of these children, you know, they're single, they're living here with only their mother, or many times only with their grandparents. The mother and father, both of them have gone abroad to greener pastures for better living. And so they have left the children here. So for them, all this is so important, you know. And then once it is over, once they talk about it, we take them around the school. And on the top right corner, you see my climate action wall, you know, it's part of it is in black and part of it is in yellow and green. And the black says, and all this is paintings by the children, the drawings and the painting. So the black one says, you don't take care of the climate, it will be black and gray life. But the green, yellow, everything says, you know, if we take care of the climate, we'll have a colorful life. And then, of course, the group picture becomes very important because everybody wants some memories to be taken. So that's how we go about. We have taken our children along, yes. We have taken our parents along. We've taken the grandparents along. Even for the Grandparents' Day, we have all this. Yes, we can move ahead, please. Yeah, and many a times, what do? We have the majority of our functions in front of our SDG wall. SDG is a spectator for us. This wall keeps on watching us what the children are doing it. And that is a Twitter handle, which you can see. That's RISA for SDGs, you know, apart from my own Twitter handle, PK Dhillon 08. I also have this RISA for SDGs, and it is for all SDGs talks, activities, competitions, which we put up. So you can you can see that handle over there. The children are coming forward, and it's not that we have to tell them, you say this, you love SDGs. It's all from the heart. And they are normally, we call them, you are the SDG goalkeepers. And sometimes we say, you are the SDG generation. Either way, they love it. We practice, we preach, and we promote SDGs in our school. That's how we go about. Yes, please. Wow. So this is, you know, any function which is there. The special morning assembly, yes. The sports day, yes. The annual function, yes. Anything we have, it is SDGs. Our theme is for SDGs. We pick up a goal and say our sports day would be on this particular goal. And then apart from the march past which we have, apart from the field events we have, the shot put throw, discuss, and apart from the races which we have, the 200, the relay, and all those races which we have, even for the fun races for the kindergarten and the primary classes, we have a big show on sports day, the culmination of the sports day, wherein in the central area of the 200-meter track, which we have in the school, children come and performs. The mantra is mass participation. Everybody participates. And if somebody says, oh, it's difficult for me, we say, oh, give us the medical certificate. We want everybody to be fit and fine. Remember SDG 3, good health? And so everybody participates. Our children never have this thing that these children are taken up and others are not given a chance. So everybody, it's a must participation, and parents love our school for this particular attitude of ours. So the first one you can see, you know, one is the far end, on the left-hand side of the far end, you can see the SDG goals, which are put at the back. That forms the backdrop of our school. And then, you know, you can see the children are having cloth bag and then somewhere climate action written. So this particular class was supposed to perform on goal number 13. Wonderful, my dance teachers and my music teachers are there and they choreograph in a beautiful manner. Down below this climate action, you can see yoga being performed. You can see the various postures, the pyramids which they make, And at the back also, you can see the children performing, and they put a mat over there. And look how beautiful. This is the primary classes, they've done it. And then my 11th class said, oh, we want to go in for modeling. Oh, we said, fine, welcome, dear. And look, they're modeling with the SDG posters in the hand, goals in the hand. And we had an SDG song. So it's soaked in us, in every child, in every parent. Remember, 1,000 odd parents would be sitting to watch this show. And then you can see the goals down below. Also, we have the climate action goal there. And then on the top, we have the little ones, the pre-primary children who are talking about quality education, which they are getting. So that's how we have a sports day, totally on SDGs. This is not 1 year, right from 2015, we are doing it. And we're still, a thirst for SDGs is not quenched even now. It's the world we have to build. Yes, please. We have to build a world for our children, for the future generation. Wow. Now, this is Climate Action Project, which we participate. This year also we are participating. This is the 4th year in the run. And this is what made me meet Renu ma'am. Renu, this is
Yes.
responsible for us, for our
Yes,
and
ma'am.
this is a long 20 feet long banner with the children made, and you can see they're sitting in the veranda and they are painting it. And this is, we captured the making of this poster. And when the children, you know, we had to have one full class coming from one side, bringing it right in front, and you can see our sports meet, and you can see those tracks. It was a standing ovation by the parents. They got up and started clapping. They were so happy that, you know, this is the culture of the school. This is what the school is teaching our children. So it's learning through and through, and it is the Climate Action Project. And you all have to remember, the principal does nothing. This is the students' work. This is the teachers' work. It's a fabulous team of teachers I have. Blessed is this principal to have such wonderful teachers who take it up in their stride and do everything when it comes to SDGs. So my salute to my beloved teachers and my beloved students for doing such wonderful job and work for SDGs in Kamala Nehru Public School. Yes, please. So you can see on my right hand side, you can see, you know, this is the veranda of our school. And you can see what we were trying to make. It is put up on those display board. We had this SDG footprint tree. We had this class 1 and 2, and we wanted to make this. So this is my art teacher holding the foot of a child. And look, the involvement, you know, how many children are involved, and they feel, oh my God, SDGs, yes, very important. And different colors, they would put their foot and they would put it over there. And once it was done, how beautifully they have clicked the pictures. And then ultimately we could put it in the veranda. You see those stars hanging from the rooftop, they are also in SDG color. That's how we go around about SDGs. So, SDG footprint tree. Thank you so much. We can move ahead, please. Oh, not to leave my teachers behind. We missed the Teachers' Day celebration this year. The COVID times, sad, everybody had to face it. You can see my teachers on the last Teachers' Day. We had modeling. A group of teachers, 5, 7, 8, were given a goal and they had to do modeling. They had to carry that placard or a banner, and everybody wanted to be creative. So the first one is my kindergarten teachers, some of them, one group of kindergarten teachers who talk about quality education. You know, all of a sudden when they come in front, they open this up, unfurl the banner which they were hiding, and then we went on clapping. And you can see the far end behind, you can see the SDGs which have been put up there. And then in the picture number 2, you see all my science teachers, my gentlemen modeling. One teacher, Shivani, who is you know, the lady amongst the gentlemen, though now we have Balpreet madam also, Baldeep madam also. Shivani was there, and then they talked about life below water. And she was that, you know, the starfish there and how things are bad. So all these boys, look, we just have fun, you know. Ours is a wonderful school. We are very, very naughty. We do everything possible with excellent board results, excellent sports, excellent communication skill, excellent collaboration all the happening in the school. And then in the next this thing, you can see that the next picture, you know, we had all these colored dupattas brought together, and we were moving around in the center holding one color, and it was with a big song being played over there on SDGs. And then you can see this we had that catwalk. After the catwalk, you can see down below also we have some pictures where my primary teachers, my headmistress ma'am is also there, and we had this catwalk, and they put up a great show. In the end, of course, the group picture, memories for keeps. So there we have all the SDGs, and we have we were, you know, flaunting with that. We just enjoyed that particular day, and we had many songs also recorded. I just remember it, and we flashed our mobile. We switched off the lights of the lab where we were having it is the adult tinkering lab. We switched off the light, and then we flashed the mobile and we sang we love SDGs, we love SDGs. So it was fabulous. Thank you. Move ahead. Yes. Not to leave behind anybody. So we are a hub school, and we are the lead school of hub. So there are 6 schools in that. And then we said, what does this? We are doing everything on our own and in our school. How about inviting our hub members? So the 6 CBSE hub school students collaborated. And can you see that 61 feet long SDG poster was prepared? It was monochromatic. So one goal with 1 shades of that particular color. And it was such a proud moment. You can see children in different dresses, and what collaboration, and what we worked together. You know, the amount of satisfaction you get, the amount of learning which happens, the amount of teamwork which is built up. That's too good for word. So then after that, I had invited the fellow principals. They were walking around with me, and we saw it. And they said, let's hold it. And this was a school auditorium. You can see the SDG colored, you know, the triangles which are there at the back, the small flags which we have put up there on the back. Blowing trumpets, but you know, we have to share. Only then I'm sure I'll be able to motivate everybody. It's fun time. It's why be so dull and dry when it comes to academics. Academics is far beyond our books, beyond a classroom. Academics is also SDGs. Academics is building a sustainable world. That's where the role of schools come in. Thank you so much. And these children, I'm sure, who were from different schools will remember one day they had made a 61 feet long poster. I'm sure it must have left an imprint in the mind for all their life. Thank you. We move ahead. Yes. Yeah, not to leave behind. You know, I said everything we do has SDGs in our school, and we thought, how about celebrating the International Peace Day by having a peace poll? So this peace pole is 32 feet long. We requested the SDO, the electricity department. We need this cemented pole, please. We want to have it. One of the pole is lying there. It's a little broken from one end, and we don't mind it. Can we pick it up? And we picked up and we put it in the central courtyard. And you can see my fine arts children, you know, they are painting that pole, and they're painting the SDG rings, which we hung in our verandas. And then any activity we need to do, we do in the small little courtyard. And you can see the peace pole over there. And very often we pray. I recall the last meeting we had was around this peace pole, somewhere on 19th of March, when the schools were closed down, that, you know, God, let peace prevail. And also that we need to go in for this remote learning, and planned everything. And you know, this is a common feature worldwide. They have peace poles where they close their eyes and pray to Lord Almighty for peace in the world. So we have this peace pole. First it's lying down, and then we could actually fix it in the ground. Thank you. We move ahead. And then we decided to have SDG Student Ambassadors. And these ambassadors were not limited to the senior classes. We had it from the kindergarten also. Now, anybody can wonder, what can kindergarten children do? Kindergarten children cannot be left behind. Nobody is to be left behind. They went back home with these badges. Their mothers were happy. Their fathers were happy. They could say, SDG badge here. I got an SDG badge. I am the SDG ambassador. Please, we are not going to waste water. Let's close the tap. No electricity to be wasted. You know, These are the things, and the children, we put these badges on everybody's, on the crest here, and then the children, and then congratulations to all of them. And again, our SDG Wall was a witness to this activity. So that's it, and we can move ahead. You can see how children, they actually took the oath that we are going to be global citizens, work for SDGs. Now, coming to this oath, we have prefectorial board also recently, and the oath taking investiture ceremony was there. Anywhere and everywhere, when they take the oath, even then they say, I would work for SDGs and be a global citizen. So when we had these SDG ambassadors for students, my teacher said, what is this, ma'am? Even we want to be the ambassadors. And you can see me in this red dress and my PGT economics. Manjinder ma'am, she was so happy and excited. And all my teachers down below, you can see Sharda ma'am, and we did have this ceremony. And you can see a peace pole. So after pinning up, we went for a special picture session, and all my 90 odd teachers are there, and we are all SDG ambassadors. We work with a heart we work with a passion when it comes to SDGs. And this is the reason. You see how beautifully we got a pictures clicked from the top of the roof around the peace pole. And we were holding hands, we were so happy, so excited. These things, reinvent us every day. They give so much of energy to us every day. It's happiness all around. It's SDG all around in my school. Thank you. Move ahead, please. And then this was a fantastic day. We had 20 international Miss Multinational contestants, and they planted saplings in our school premises. So we had from Malaysia, we had from USA, we had from Argentina, we had from Australia, with so many of them. And they all came, and they came to know about a school that we're promoting SDGs, and they had come to a local university, and then they desired and met us. And again, this selfie studio was very, very popular. And in between, when life on land, we have this gentleman from Finland. He's all for Environment Online project, and we're participating with them. And he came along with all these ladies. And in 20 seconds, we planted 20 saplings. So that was a record which we had. We already made holes, and we had put the name of the teacher and the country, the beauty contestant and the country, and we had flags of all of them. And then they all planted saplings, and all these saplings are doing very well. We're looking after them. And they were so happy with this, marigold, this gende ke phool, and they just loved it. And we enjoyed it. What an exposure to the children. And so much of satisfaction. And they go back to their countries. They will be talking about SDGs in our school for sure. Yes, go ahead, please. Taking a little longer time. I have to hurry up. Wow. Now, this is, we planted 1,000 Aljuna saplings. And this is a forest area where trees has disappeared, and we had a collaboration with the Fagwara Environment Club, and then we had a collaboration with the Forest Department, and then we had the SDM, the lady in the pink, she was there, we invited her, and you can see how children are holding the SDGs. Everywhere there are banners of SDGs, all the 17 goals, and you can see the children had spread out. So one day earlier, we requested our gardeners and the Malis to please go over there and let's plant some. We have to dig the holes, and the next day all children go there, we perform, we sing and dance over there, and then we have planted this. And Aljuna is a medicinal plant, and it's a typical Indian plant. So this area is full of Aljuna plants. That's how we go. It's action time also in our school. It's not limited to talk time. It's not just, talking about it, just preaching about it. We practice SDGs in the school. And this is my grade 6 who had gone there. They were so happy and excited. That's the first picture, Aljuna plant. And later on, down below, just below it, we had gone to this stadium, which is in a football stadium in an adjoining village. And there we planted some saplings there also. So the children are talking about peace also, because on 21st, we decided we're going to plant some saplings also. So that's it. Yes, please. Some examples, how we can go about. Now, I told you about mass participation. If I have 35 children in a class, 35 children would be singing. If we have 35 children or 40 children in a class, they would be dancing on songs on SDGs. So the top one, it is all about peace song. You can see that dove in between, and they are having all these posters put around the neck. And then coming to the middle picture on the top line, it's all about climate action. So that's the stage which you see, and that's it's at the back. You can see it's all SDG colors and written Global Sustainable Development Goals also is written over there. And the children are having the SDG climate action in their hands. You know, we put a small little elastic at the back of this sheet which they are holding, and they put their hand inside, and they said, let's do it now, let's take care of our climate. I remember the song, and that's it.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. I feel the connection is lost. Yeah, she's wait for a few seconds. Hmm. Okay, ma'am is waiting. Wait. Any questions you all have so that we can answer? Any questions you all have till ma'am enters? Ma'am has come. Ma'am, you are there. Hello, ma'am. You all can hear me, participants? Okay, you all can hear me. Ma'am? Paranjit, ma'am. Ma'am, you can hear me? Anyone can unmute? Alfia, ma'am.
Hello, Renu ma'am. I can hear you, but I cannot hear PK ma'am.
Wait. Ma'am, Hello, ma'am. Hello,
Yeah.
ma'am. Yeah.
Yes, hello. You
I'll
know
just
what?
share.
I could not unmute
Enter.
myself. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, my beloved teachers. Come on, let's share the screen again. Back
Yes.
bang on. All right, all right. So we were here.
Yes, ma'am.
So this was the SDG carnival we had in a school, and this is how the children were dancing and singing in groups. I think we need to move fast now.
Yes.
All right, move ahead. Yes. Oh my God, I can blow trumpets and trumpets about SDGs, you know, for as long as you want. But then time is always there. Constraint is there. I'm so sorry to all the ladies and gentlemen over there, out there. Just couldn't help. It's taking time for the next slide, perhaps. You know what happens? I'll keep talking and you keep trying to try and set it. You know, when we have this, yeah, it's all right. So now no more stories, back to SDGs. So, you know, every year we have this SDG fair where the classroom is converted into a particular goal. So the goals are assigned. Sometimes the teachers volunteer. This is the goal I want. So you can see in the center down below, that is my biology lab, where wanted to talk about life below water, so they have so many fishes over there. And then all around the walls, you can see that this is focused on a particular goal, and the children are doing it themselves. They are decorating decorating the classes. Of course, the total support is by the teachers, and that's how we have it in our school. So every year, one goal, the classroom system, the layout is changed, the furniture is placed all around, children are there behind, they have their desktop, laptops or mobiles, all the projects made in front of them, and I keep talking till madam changes. They invite all the parents, and we invite on a landmark activity of our school. I hope yeah,
And voice is not clear.
yeah, I hope ma'am will be able to change it soon. Have any electricity here? Change the slide. Is it okay now? Can you hear?
No, ma'am.
Yeah. So not to leave behind, we initiated, we've been participating in so many projects, international projects, and then we decided, how about SDGs, how about artificial intelligence to be used for SDGs to achieve SDGs. So we initiated this project, the Friendly AI, and in this project, we had 2,400 students plus, and then 107 schools were there from 29 countries. You can see how we put the flags, and it was a 4-week project. The first was understanding what AI is, and then playing with AI, and finding solutions with AI and solutions for SDGs. So this was a very popular project which we had participated in, which we initiated, and so many children participated. Yes, Renu, we can move ahead. Yeah, and this is a wonderful moment which I have gone down the memory lane. This is the Trusteeship Council of United Nations Headquarters, USA, where I'm sitting with some of the delegates. And we talked about what is this global citizenship all about, and how education could be the education for global citizenship, empowering the interconnected world was all that we talked about. It was wonderful meeting educators from different countries and talking about global citizenship. If we want to get solutions and if we want to achieve SDGs, it needs to be global citizenship also. Yes, please. And this is innovation in SDG monitoring, and this was at the Ford Foundation again at USA, and I just loved going over there because perchance I was the only principal from India who talked about SDGs. When I raised my voice that we're doing so much of work on SDGs, I really don't know where to keep this data and how to go about it. And then we had so many deliberations. There were plenty of panel discussions, and then they guided us how to go about it. So this is another wonderful memory of my last year when I visited USA. Thank you. We move ahead. Now, if you want to know how can you equip ourselves the knowledge and the skill when it comes to SDGs, so in case you're familiar with the Microsoft Innovator Educator Program, and if you can go to Microsoft Education Center, which anybody can after registering, you can do, there are 2 courses teaching SDGs with V schools. So you can definitely go for this course. There are 2 courses. One is the basic course, and other is it's 1-hour course, and it's at Microsoft Educator Center. We can go for that, and you will be equipped. And apart from this, we always there. We can have a small little training sessions and whatever you want for SDGs. Any teacher in this group who is listening, anybody who's there out there, and you need some help, some guidance, anything, we are there. Kamala Nehru Public School is there, and at the top of it now, holding the chair for SDG Chopal, which is a government backed body. So all the more responsibility. SDG Edu Chopal is what I'm heading. I'm having this chair which I have to monitor. So much of responsibility, and I believe this is one such responsibility when I'm talking to you. So I'm sure I was having a word with Renu when it was thought of that if we could have 17 days and 17 goals. So I was thinking to work on it in collaboration with Renu, that if instead of 17 days, if we could have 1 goal per week, right? And we continue this for 4 weeks, and we have children from all different schools, 17 children from different schools talking about 1 goal. And we could have a moderator
from different schools, once from this school, then from another, then from another. All those who are who believe in SDGs can be the moderators, and they can deliberate upon one particular goal per week. And the moderator can always talk about collaborating partnership for goals, which is goal number 17. So 16 goals can be covered in 4 months. This is the plan in the pipeline. And I'm sure with Renu's collaboration, we all can take this project at national and international level, have children not only from India, but from other countries with whom we are connected. Yes, please. The next slide. Yeah, this is teaching sustainable development goal. The next course which we can go for, there are 2 courses. We can go for this course also. You have to go to Microsoft Education Center, open that site, and then you can do this course. It's a beautiful course where they give you the content. And in the end, it is a quiz and the wonderful questions, and you can answer. If you're passionate, you'll know so much about SDGs, and you will be able to answer all this. And you can earn a badge also and a certificate also. Yes, please. Yeah, promoting United Nations Organization Sustainable Development Goals journey continues. Now it's a bigger journey with more people, and today we have 100 more people joining UNO's Sustainable Development Goals. I think we've got some little time, and I'm open to questions. If anybody has any questions, you can please ask me, and I'm all out there to answer. We've got about 5 minutes left. I'm always
I'll stop the sharing. Should I?
Yes. Yes, beta.
Should I stop sharing the screen?
Yeah, you may stop sharing. We've got 5 minutes in case it is up till 5 o'clock. I'm there to answer questions today. I'm there to answer questions any day after this. All my team of teachers, remember, they all have got badges. They're all SDGs ambassadors. I'll connect you with your fellow friend in our school, and I'm sure they would be so happy to help you all in putting these SDGs. You know, during this remote learning, what do? After the presentation of the teacher, the last slide of that particular day and of that particular subject is connecting it to a goal. If they're talking about Gandhi's Dandi March, they talk about peace, justice, and strong institution, goal number 16. If my economics teacher is talking about, then she'll talk about the sustainable cities, goal 11. If she is talking about how to build the smart cities. If somebody is talking about, about good health and the vitamins and what we should eat, that person puts goal number 3 as good health over there. So this is that particular goal comes in, so that these goals are constant reminders, I keep telling the children, build the world that you wanted. Your rest of the future you're going to spend in that particular world. So have a world built by you of your choice. That's how we go about SDGs. So anybody has any doubt, anything you want to ask?
Participants, do you have any question? Monisha ma'am has any question? Monisha ma'am, you can unmute yourself. You can't?
And moreover, you can share this presentation with all. No issues.
Yes.
No harm for that.
Monisha ma'am, 1 minute. Monisha ma'am, I'll unmute you. Okay. Monisha.
Yes. Ma'am, I teach in a school in Mumbai. I'm a teacher.
Yes.
Ma'am, I just want to know one thing, that what activities can I do on a virtual platform for SDGs? Like now in this time of pandemic, any activities that I can carry out? Like
you can carry out n number of activities. For example, in September, we had 1 week celebration. Now, in this 1 week celebration, it is the Global Day celebration. That is 25th September 2015 was when this SDGs came into the being. And 2016 was the first birthday. So this time it was the 5th birthday. And the 5th birthday is celebrated all around the world for 1 full week. And what did we do? We had this slogan writing competition, right?
Okay.
And the children wrote their slogans, and they could present their slogans in the class. The entire thing was recorded. It was put on the school Facebook page. And then since it's remote learning going on, we thought learning content and syllabus is fine. How about
Ma'am, you can unmute yourself. Ma'am,
Renu ma'am,
yeah.
I think ma'am has lost the connection again.
No, she's
No,
there.
no, 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 no. I've not
No,
lost
okay.
the connection. I just couldn't unmute myself. So anyway, I think at a time only two people can unmute. So if somebody is speaking, that person has to mute and then I can unmute. So we had this Global Week celebrations for 1 full month. We had this I love SDG goal number this. They were supposed to prepare Adobe tiles, right? And then they had to tweet. We taught our children, the senior children 9 to 12, they are on Twitter now. All my 90 teachers are on Twitter. We tweet a lot. Whatever we do in the class, we tweet. That's how the Twitter functions in our school. And so the children also, they wrote slogans, they tweeted. They prepared, I love goal number this, they tweeted. Teachers wrote, I love goal number this, they tweeted. All right. Then apart from this, we had this Peace Day celebrations at that particular time. So we also had this teachers, the music teacher and the dance teacher preparing these children for this competition. And we had a good celebrations of Peace Day. And then we had, a quatrain, that's a poem with 4 lines. So the children wrote that poem. So they were again supposed to tweet. So we brought them on Twitter. When it came to my junior children, they could not tweet, right? 13 years or so. So the teachers tweeted their quatrain and said, look what Ajay, my grade 4 student, has to say. So we were working like mad on Twitter and online as such. And so it went up very, very well, actually. So all activities can be done online also. We draw something, we put it on social media and say, this is what my children have done it. You can put it on your school Facebook page. You can share it amongst yourself. So the Adobe worked, and then we put all these collections in a wakelet. So we have a Global Week celebration wakelet with us, where everything is put up. We acted for kindness, that kindness matters for SDGs. We're working on this. Maybe Renu, I'll share with you that November 13th is celebrated as the International Day of Kindness. If everybody, all of us could join in and have a small little competition in the first week of November, and then on 13th, the culmination day, which is Choti Diwali also, we could have a webinar, a big one, where for say 1 hour, if all of us could join and share what our school has done, and the schools can be appreciated and applauded, and some certificates by SDG Chopal could be given, because this is a national body I'm talking about. This is the government body I'm talking about, and the SDG Edu Chopal, the education aspect of it, is what I'm supposed to look after. So now I have got bigger team, so more success and more kindness for SDGs and more members in the team. So that's it.
Yes,
So
Monisha,
now
ma'am.
anything else? Yes, anything else or the yes?
Monisha, ma'am. Unmute. She's
So
not
if I get muted, you have to make me unmute when you want an answer from me.
Priya Arun ma'am has some question.
Okay. Yes, Priya, please go ahead. Maybe the mute business is there now, issue for her.
Monisha ma'am, you can
Yes.
unmute.
Yes. Ma'am, there was some course that you was talking about. I just wanted to know, what is this course about? I would really like to join that 1 hour course.
So what I'll do, I'll share all details with Renu. That's point number 1. Okay. Otherwise, you go to the Microsoft Education Center. All right, open up, join that. All and right. Once you join in, then there are courses.
courses and resources. You click on courses and then you type sustainable development goals. Every teacher in my school has done it. Then you get lots of information. Otherwise, also, if you surf on the net, you'll come to know about SDGs.
That is Microsoft Education Center.
Education Center, yes.
Fine. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Want you
That was
in
a very
SDGs.
nice session, ma'am. Thank you.
Mrs.
Want you to be
Razia
an SDG
has
ambassador.
a question. Mrs. Razia,
I'm sorry. A little cough and everybody gets worried. The change of weather we forget.
Mrs. Razia, do you have any questions? She's not there, I think. She has raised it. Alfia, ma'am, do you have any question? You have raised your hand.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Renu, ma'am. Good evening, PK, ma'am.
Good evening, darling.
It's pleasure to hear you again. And I have a question. As we are moving ahead with the climate action project, I wanted to know like what kind of activities you have conducted last year in the last phase.
Okay. In the last phase, it was local to global, where we shared what we had done. So we had this 3 Skype sessions with different countries. And in one, we were 5 members. So as such, we have interacted with at least 5 countries in all. 2 were independent. One was with, the last one was with China. Prior to that, it was Morocco, Colombia. And then in between, we had a group of countries. So we shared what the children have done, what they have done. And you've already seen that how when all was well and COVID wasn't there, how we had a big banner on Sports Day. And we have dedicated the entire Sports Day to climate action. So that's how we went. And, everything goes for the whole school project. So climate action is not limited to this year. We have 115 participating, but otherwise in a normal time, we have the whole school culture is there. One year we painted the wall, the children actually painted. Now we can't show everything. Otherwise, first they were painting black, then they were painting green and yellow. And then the children sitting all around in the verandas and drawing, painting in gray and black, which was put on the gray and black background, and other, it was the colorful one. So we keep doing all those things. So this time they prepared some songs also, and they prepared, of course, the normal planting in their own houses they have done. Yes. And then they made some cartoon strips. So the children are very good at IT skills. We are a Microsoft Showcase school, God's grace, teachers' hard work. And so they made cartoon strips when they are saying that the climate is turning bad. What do you think, Rita, we can do for it? Some names. And then they would have that, the way comic strips are, they're finding solutions and they're writing the solutions. So they have been very innovative. So they're doing all these things. And I have my
comic strip can be taken this year as we are going virtually. It will be more helpful.
So I'll share these comic strips with Renu. He will share with you all in your group. All right.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Not to worry. We'll let you know which platform to go, how to make it. Everything we'll share with it. It's students everywhere in the world are same. Teachers everywhere are same. So anything and everything for students and teachers always.
I have a request to you, ma'am.
Yes.
It will be a pleasure to listen to you and all the other teachers talking about each goal separately.
Oh, yes. Oh, we'll plan it out. I'll invite all of you, Bete. We'll have 17 children for 17 goals. That's one. And then for one goal, there'll be 17 children. And all 17 needs to be from different schools. And all 17 will never come back again for another goal. So that many children come to know what are these goals. And we can have a child from your goal also. You have to research about that goal, find out, and there's so much of research. You go for UNO Sustainable Development site and you can find plenty of information there. And then we'll have moderators from different schools. All right, and these moderators are going to prepare that goal herself for himself and then ask the children about various things, and the children should be able to answer. The real learning need to happen, no lip service.
Thank you.
Thank you, Renu ma'am. Thank you, PK ma'am.
Thank you. Okay. So you know the PK part of it.
Any other questions? because I cannot see any question. All were asking us about the activities. So you've already shown so many activities.
N number of activities. Whatever you do, you have the colors of SDGs. You have the spirit of SDGs. That's it.
So no questions?
We can call it a day then.
Yeah.
We can hang our boots. Yeah. Thank you, Renu. I'm so delighted. I'm so happy to be with all of you.
I
You
feel
gave an opportunity.
all the teachers are delighted today because they have seen so many activities and there are so many new things that how we can integrate teaching along with SDGs. I feel I'm also very much enlightened and yeah, I'm looking forward for the collaboration. Very soon we'll plan out and
Yes.
we'll let our teachers know how to go about with this SDGs.
And even the kindness project we can work on together.
Yes.
Yes.
So I'll call Samina ma'am to propose the vote of thanks.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the members of MNET, I would like to thank Ms. Paramjit Kaur Dhillon for volunteering her time and providing us with such an informative and engaging presentation on promoting UNO's Sustainable Development Goals. The topic explained by you will be of immense helpful for our teachers. The message towards the end of your presentation was quite apt. I would like to appreciate the constant efforts of Mr. Nadeem Khan for providing the necessary technical support to MNET. Many thanks to the host and convener, Mrs. Renu Dhotre, for organizing the series of workshops through the platform of MNET. These workshops have enabled the teachers to stay updated with the latest methods and tools in varied areas of teaching, which can be utilized by them in the classroom as well as for online teaching purposes. I would like to extend our thanks to the participants from various countries for effectively participating in the various MNET workshops held till date, the spread of which is increasing with every passing workshop. We at MNET appreciate the positive feedback obtained from all the participants. We look forward to such enthusiasm from our participants in the future as well. Once again, a huge thanks to everyone. Have a great evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Samina ma'am. Thank you, Paramjit ma'am. And thank you all the participants and all the audience and all the teachers. I feel this webinar has just started. SDGs has just started and we'll continue with this series.
Yes.
Very soon I will bring in this series. But before that, on 1st November, I'm going to start a new series for mental, physical, and emotional well-being of the teachers. It will be a week's series where we will have various topics on how to keep ourselves fit. This pandemic has really stressed us out on various things, whether it's online, whether it's test or whatever. But the teachers are doing it. So what I observed is the teachers are really gripping somewhere, and now it's time to keep ourselves fit. So on 1st November till 8th November, we'll be having this series on mental, physical, and emotional well-being of the teachers. So I hope you'll be there. We'll have different speakers on talking on different topics. So thank you once again, everyone. Thank you, Paramjit ma'am. We'll work out very soon.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye, everyone.